Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to be playing Yummi, and I'll be facing off against Twisted Fate. I figured since we were having so much success with our runs against Twisted Fate, I thought I might as well just use a champion. I'm not really sure he's going to be able to pull off a victory. I think the Will and Deal is going to really crush us here. And the draft, if we don't get any sort of spell generation to hit on our allies we fated, then we'll just end up being screwed. I decided to slot in the Voidborn Carapace on Yumi because I want to test out if it works or not. Maybe we'll end up with a unit that has a whole bunch of keywords. Or maybe it just will screw us in the long run. Akurim, Ammerdinger, or Zoe. Zoe is interesting because it's an elusive unit. Honestly, I'm just going to take it based off of that fact. Elusive units with Yumi are always good. Rush them down, Elemental Winds, or Mountain Speak. If only I had damaged spells, but Battlestar isn't really a damaged spell. So it's a toss-up between Mountain Speak and Rush them down. Except Mountain Speak probably benefits the opponent more than it benefits me. So let's reroll. Gem Crafting, Pyromania, Noxian Might. Oh, gem crafting would be nice if I had spells consistently, but I don't, so we have to reroll yet again. Analyze attack, deal 1 to battling enemies and the enemy nexus. Stunning Age or Sorcery. I'm going to pick up the Sorcery and hope I get some decent spells. Siren's Song is interesting. But Dark Binding is straight up better because we'll be able to use it every turn. Or at least once per turn because of our sorcery. I'll also pick up the Void Gate because even if I don't end up playing it, it's still a form of board presence. Targonian Tailstones gives us a flexible option, which we do need. Livestream would be nice if our deck cared about card drawing or drawing cards. I think the Yeti Earling might be better though. Well, Cascade is good. No point in even considering the other options. Now this one is a toss-up between the Cosmic Youngling and the Wounded White Flame. I think I'll go for the Cosmic Youngling because the longevity might be better. River Shaper draws me Dark Bindings and the Pale Cascade, so sure. And for our last choice, I would like a spell. Dawn and Dusk for 4 is good enough, or at least I think it's good enough. Let's move along. Go for our first fight. Let's toss all of these back into the deck, shall we? I'm going to end up discarding some good cards here, but I think that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Or I can just go 1 into Dawning Shadow, Dawn and Dusk, I mean. Or I can go Targonian Tailstones for 1. Well, let's go Targonian Tailstones. And I'll get a Hush. It's a bit preemptive. I think this is going to be great. And there goes my photo. Fine. Because I've already procced the evolve. Yep, I've already procced the evolve. And I end up not using the Hush. I wanted to surprise the opponent, but maybe in order to do that I needed to attack with the Plucky Poro. Oh well. I'll still get 2 units off before I have to discard my cards. And this is a rather nice turn. I can go River Shaper, Daring Poro, and I'll be able to go for the Pearl Cascade as well. Even on the River Shaper. Also that I can go ahead and protect my health total as much as possible. And it appears that the Void Carapace doesn't work, because normally the Protoporo should have gotten Tough because the unit with Tough died, but it didn't. So that's a way to figure that out. Well, I think the extra +2/+2 is alright. It's not great, but it's alright. Let's drop on the Void Gate. And I'll go ahead and stun one of the opponent's unit. And I'll try to close out the game this turn. Or at the very least, I'll try to come close to it. This should be enough. Okay, it's more than enough. The opponent even decides to destroy one of my units, but it's not enough to save them. Maybe I should play Zo or Yumi without summoning it on as a what's it called? An attachment. But I'll reconsider. Golden Spatula. Honestly, I'm going to take it because that's a way to proc the Fated over units. And let's go for the healer because I want to trim this deck down as much as possible. I need something consistent if I want to hope to beat this adventure. Do I just go Yumi baseline? Well, the Warfrat has overwhelmed, so I think I'm fine doing this. Yeah, sure. Kill my unit, I don't care. Attack like so. Force a block. That's fine. I can go ahead and do this. I'll go get a Hush. Hopefully I'll trick the opponent into blocking with that thing. Yep. And now he takes more damage than he needed to. Perfect. Next turn I'll be able to play all the cards that are ephemeral, or not ephemeral, that are fleeting. I'll even go for the Void Gate in order to ensure that none of my keywords end up being lost. Nothing. Really? That's interesting. On the opponent's part. He is killing my two of my units at least. So maybe things aren't that good for me. I'll still do this. Try to level up Zoe perhaps. Well, she's at 4. I'll wait before I drop down the River Shaper. Dawn and Dusk. I did well waiting, because now I can go for the River Shaper without even having to replace my own unit. I think I'll wait for the next turn before I go for the Dawn and Dusk. Because if I do this, I can summon a bunch of Zoes. I could also just use it on the Wharf Rat, but I think the effects from the Yummi wouldn't work, so the Wharf Rats wouldn't have Scout and the Evolve. But the run is going well so far. I didn't even lose that much health. Most Wanted, Mist Wraith or Barbed Chain. None of these are appealing. Fortune Croaker. 2 mana draw 2, I guess. And I'll cut the... What should I cut? The Sleepy Trouble Bubble, definitely. It's way too slow. Even if I have the spare mana to play it, most of the time I won't. Because of how slow that is. Alright, that's a full mulligan. I don't want the Void Gates in my hand. And I'm fine with tossing the Dawn and Dusk and the Spacey Sketcher, I suppose. Let's play the Yummi there. And... okay, that's fine. I can attack with Yummi twice. I'll also use the... Hush to hopefully destroy that thing. Yep, I did well. The Targonian Tailstones are really pulling their weight. I'm very happy about their performance.
This is a real spin to win. Come on, give it a try.
Let's do this. Let's ensure that my Yummi doesn't pass away. I would like if I could draw with the River Shaper, but it's likely that won't come to pass. Well, at least not until the next turn. Because now I'll be able to go for an attack with Yummi. Everything is... or it is going to let this attack go through or not. He blocks with the Powder Monkey, which is fine as well. Drop down the Zoe. Let's use the fleeting card, might as well. Let's attack with everything. I'll do this mostly to rid myself of a unit to get some board space. Fine. And I've run out of value. At least the Poro leveled up. If I get something good, Brush and Quick Attack. They're not the worst keywords in the world, but not the best either. Should I use the dark mining? Yeah, I might as well. I get 1 unit back from it. My bad. Well, maybe not so bad, because he's going to destroy the Zoe anyway. In fact, I can save Zoe. It's going to be a bit rough, but the Ember Maiden might be better for me than it is for him. At least I can attack for free with the Exalted Poro, because thanks to the brush, the Powder Monkey can't jump block it. And that's what gives me the win that turn. Turns out, playing that Dark Binding there caused me to win the game. Falling Star, deal 4 to an enemy that attacked this round or is stunned. Unarmed summon advance me 1. Seed of Strength. I'm going to take the Spiral Stairs because granting something Overwhelm is tempting. Wraith of Echoes, Siren Song, Forbidden Journey. A natural selection. I was thinking a couple, or not this encounter, the last one, that the item on Yumi is basically a natural selection, because the part where when any unit dies grant me its keywords is not working. But now everything has a natural selection, so everything has a Yumi on in them. I want the Wraith of Echoes. It's funny, but is it good? I don't think so. I don't think it's good. So I'll just leave. And then for the card cut, I'm not really that sold on the Spiral Stairs. So even though I got them, I'm going to cut them right away. How many cards we have? 26. Let's keep our deck nice and light, shall we? At the very least, Morgana is going to give me a bunch of garbage that I'll be able to just shuffle back into the deck. Yeah, discard because of the fleeting. I'm going to keep this hand. I have a plan. Morgana is a little bit slower of a fight, so perhaps I will be able to play Yumi for the unnatural or the Voidborn Carapace effect. Yeah, I'll do it. It's a bit weird, but I think that's a good decision.
It's a delight to watch you grow, Lisa.
Never mind, because the opponent shackled Yumi right away, and now I can't do what I wanted. What should I do? Honestly, I'm going to Golden Spatula this Poro and go for an attack. Force the opponent to answer somehow. Try to keep the opponent's board under control. Right! My Yumi gets shuffled back into the deck because of the effect of the Gale Force. Completely forgot about that part. My bad on that end. But we live and we learn. In that case, I'm going to Yumi on the Zoe. And now I'm relatively fine. At the very least I'll be able to go for an attack with Zoe twice. Unless the opponent just stuns it, that is. Which is a bit unfortunate. It's kind of relying on Zoe in order to play the Spaces Catcher. I guess that plan is goes out of the window now. I'm just going to do this. Force the opponent or buff up the Cosmic Youngling so it's a bit larger. And then this turn I'll Shackles. And I'll pass. See what the opponent does. Use the Targonian Spellstones accordingly. Okay. In that case I'll get a blocker, so hopefully I'll be able to trick the opponent into attacking, and then I'll use this to go for a proper removal on Morgana.
Familiar.
I should have played the Spaces Catcher, that was my bad. I lost out on the F3-3. It's still fine. Super cool star chart. Can you not? At the very least I can go for the... Crap, I chose the wrong thing. It's still good, I'll still get some massive Cosmic Younglings, so at the very least the Mihira is still taking a bit of damage this way. This game is going on for a long time. Well, at the very least he is... No, I was about to say he's cursing himself. But no, he's still cursing me. Very annoying. I'm going to end up taking a bunch of damage from Mihira. Still fine. I'll make it work somehow. There. I cleared the Mihira. It hurt a bit, but I did it. I even leveled up Zoe in the process, which is interesting. I didn't expect that Zoe would ever be leveled up in this run. I need some rare item that's good on Yummi. All the rare items are rather meh on her, I think, other than the very obvious skill force. I'll think about it by the end of this run. Maybe the one that gives impact if the card starts out in your hand, or for every turn the card's in your hand, but even then it's not that great. Righteous Indignation. When your Nexus survives damage, reduce the cost of your highest cost card in hand by 1. When you summon a created ally, grant it +1/+1. Well, I do end up taking a bit of damage in my Nexus quite consistently, so I'm going to go for it. And let's go for the healer encounter yet again. Let's keep framing our deck until we have something that's so incredibly consistent that the opponent won't be able to do anything. White Gate is unlucky. At the very least I have a plan here. Let's go Void Gate into Spaces Catcher, discarding the Yeti. Let's get the Serpent or Discharger. And then let's attack with everything. Actually, I want to maximize the amount of damage this thing takes. So I'm going to do this. There, I set up a kill. Not next turn, but the turn following that one.
Sturdy blades, custom made.
The unfortunate part is that I have to go charger into Yummi.
If I didn't forge it, you won't want it.
I'm ready to play.
Like so, but the opponent did give me a chance to play my units, which is incredibly lucky. Didn't expect that from the opponent. I do have to thank him for that. Otherwise I'd be in a bit of a predicament.
Soldiers to me.
Okay. Not really what I'd like. But fortunately I got the Pulse Cascade. This way I can save the charger. And I even set up a kill on the C3 because of the opponent's hubris.
Ooh, that's new.
I'm a smith, not a soldier.
Now, what do I want to do from here? I'll just go for the River Shaper. Play something that allows me to draw more cards in the future. And then what? I'll just pass the turn, let him do whatever. I think by this point there's nothing he can do to come back, so even if I end up discarding these 3 cards, I'll still be fine. Especially if I can just do this and do 7 or 18 to the opponent's Nexus for free,
Find our Yordle book.
because it chooses not to block these scout attacks. Yep. Let's do this, attack with everything. Force a block there.
Won't pass these walls. Sound the alarm.
Okay, so I think doing this is correct because +3 definitely doesn't close out the game. So this at the very least draws us more cards.
What form will the war take?
That's something.
A Demacian soldier is worth 10 foes.
A gift from the river folk.
Let's do this.
Take.
Keep throwing your unit. What does he do here?
Show them what we're made of.
Unfortunately I won't be able to drop off of both of them.
Strike. We will reborn. A gift.
But at the very least I draw off of one.
What form will the waters take?
It's unfortunate that I do have to take 11. Oh crap.
A gift.
I should have waited for the unit to be summoned. Instead, I end up taking way more damage than I needed to.
I've trained my whole life for this.
It's still good, it's still good. I'll still be able to close out the game with the charger next turn. Or at least I hope I can. There. I only took 11 damage. It was more than I needed to. But I had a life to spare. I mean, it's not like these upcoming encounters are going to end up killing me or anything, right? I'm very tempted to cut the Yeti Earling, but I don't think I should. But it's the worst card in my deck, so let's do it. Let's go for a shop. These are pretty terrible. Spellslinger, okay. And then Siphoning Strike seems cool. But we have a Smooth Soloist coming up. I think I can do it. I can go Siphoning Strike into the Smooth Soloist encounter, and I can buy at least a epic one there, if there is an epic one. Let's hope I'm right. And I don't even know what kind of power I could possibly want with this setup, but there's a lot of them that would be nice. It's kind of unfortunate that I got the Void Gate at the start, but I can still do some things here. And go Void Gate into the Dawn and Dusk in order to get a bunch of Protoporos. Then I could have gone for Zoe, my bad. I could have gone for Zoe first. Still fine. I'll do it like so. Set up the opponent to take a bunch of damage. Then, depending on what happens next turn, I might be able to go Siphoning Strike and Yummi at the same time.
Magic is insidious.
So
Yep.
we stay
I can do it. Now, if this works the way I think it does, this unit gets +4/+4. Because it's two champions stacked on top of each other. Yep. Nice. And I think this is smooth sailing from here. Because I can just do this, deal 16. Yeah, the opponent's doing that. I can silence it in order to reduce the amount of stats he's getting. Maybe I'll be able to level up Zoe. It could be interesting.
The sun disk has risen, and with it Shuri's.
Let's attack with everything. I'll actually give... Okay, no, that's not correct. I was about to say... Didn't I attack already? But it turns out I already did. But this was enough to win. Here was I counting cards when it was completely unnecessary. And we're right there at the end. Pyromantic Wake, yeah, sure. It's a card I already have in my deck. So might as well. Thrice bound, summon the highest cost follower from your deck and curse it 3 times. The first time you damage the enemy next to each round, the next card you play costs 3 less. That seems better. And then for our last card cut, perhaps the Cosmic Youngling? The Cosmic Youngling might be the worst card in my deck, so yeah, cutting it could be good. Or I can just leave as is, because I have a 29 card deck and that's already below average. So the deck is mighty consistent as well. And I'll still have to draw through the opponent's deck, because my deck has less than 40 cards in it anyway. Dark Binding, Cosmic Youngling, Oasis Catcher. how do I want to do this? Let's summon the Spaces Catcher first. Give the opponent an opportunity to do something. Nothing, okay. In that case I'll drop down Zoe.
Whichever way to pay for it, Zoe.
And then I'll Dark Binding there.
Stacking the odds.
Okay. Stacking the odds. Sure. Why does this cost 0? Oh, collect your bounty, right. I could have probably gone for Zoe, but or in Yummi, but I decided against it. Sure, let's make it rain a bunch of times. And then let's attack with everything. Deal 22 damage. I end up drawing a whole lot of cards. Let's go for the Void Gate over that unit. And I'll pass the turn, sure. Here go, opponent. Not like I just summoned an entire board's worth of units and dealt a bunch of damage right on from the get-go. Or almost from the get-go. Can you attack, opponent? I kind of want you to just clear my board. Or you can not do that. And just leave me to do whatever I want. That's also an option. 24. I set up so that I go ahead and draw one at the next round, start for each damage dealt and granted fleeting. Why is it getting? Where is it getting the extra damage from? Whatever. Let's do this there to clear the Twisted Fate. At least the units go away. That's nice. It's the kind of situation I wanted. I'm just going to do this to work towards Zoe's level up. Because I'm pretty sure I can hit it here. Yeah, I did it. I did level up Zoe. And now the opponent has no shot at winning. At least I don't think he has a shot at winning. $16 cards in deck. Ooh, going for an attack right away. Very bold of you, opponent. Sure would be a shame if I could just jump or just block it with a larger unit. Sure, I'll cycle the messenger and the pool shark. And the river shepherd. My objective is just to draw as many cards as possible anyway. So if I can do that, I'll be happy. pick a card. Let's pick the Dawn and Dusk. And let's attack like so. We level up Yummi in the process. The opponent really isn't doing anything, is he? Can you try to remove some of my units? Thank you. Gets a little bit hard to play when you just don't do anything. Barras. I'll wait for the stun card next turn. In fact, I'll go for a River Shaper here. Do this. Let's behold the infinite. That's cool. So we're going to get it. Let's get more card draw. And yeah, I'll pass. How close are we to the end? We're at 10. Or almost 10. Probably a bit less than 10. That's to be expected. He borrows attacks. He's trying to draw, but I have a Destiny card to stun that. So I'm safe. And let's Lightning strike that thing down. Buff up my Zoe even further. Ooh, General's Palace. That's pretty cool. And now all my units have elusive as well because of the Willy Newt fish. Is there even anything the opponent can do at this point? I don't think so. Poor guy. We're just going through the motions. 5 cards in deck. Next turn I draw 1. We go to 4. So I just win with the units I have on board. Unless he finds a way to deal with elusive spell shielded units. Of course he doesn't. Just like that. A nice clean, or somewhat clean victory. We did lose 2 life. Definitely went about as well as I expected. We did struggle a bit more than we would have with a 6-star champion. Should I go for action next time around? I don't have action at level 20 yet, so I can't get action consistently in my opening hand. But maybe I can pull it off anyway. Let's try it. But that will be next time. So yeah, that will be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Till then.